Alright guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing the Masochist challenge popularized by CMO and a couple other YouTubers that I watch. I play this game a good amount. This is probably like my fifth or sixth account, but I really like the series and I've been wanting to make it, so I'm going to try. But just the premise is pretty much you are going to be dueling online and opening packs as you go, getting one pack per win, and then you might get awarded the legacy packs with that, which have a variety of cool cards as well. But pretty much you are given what you get, and that's all you can use. And since this is a fresh new account over here, we are going to start by opening up, I believe, 10 packs, and then pretty much go from there. Let's go to shop. And then this is what we're looking for right here, the master pack. And then if we win online matches, we might get a couple of these. Sometimes none, sometimes one, sometimes more. We're pretty much just going to start right here, and we have a perfect 1,000 right here, and then we're going to use it to open 10 packs, and we should probably get 40 cards from here, but if not, we'll open up some more till we do. So we'll start off with 10. So we got a guaranteed UR, and then probably a secret rare. The rest of these might be, normals or rares, but that's perfectly fine because we're really just looking for staple cards or a good amount of like a certain archetype. I think our first pack should be the ultra rare, so we're going to start off on a high note. And we're going to open these one by one. That's sort of what they do, and it sort of makes sense since we are going to have to be using all of these cards. So card number 1, we have Starry Night Ceremony. During your main phase, you can reveal one fairy monster in your hand, and then add a light level 7 dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Sort of specific to fairies and dragons. I don't know how we're going to be able to pull off both, but maybe later along the lines. But for now, we're probably going to have to play it, so it doesn't matter. Naturia Mosquito. So if we control another face-up Naturia, our opponent cannot select this card as an attack target. Okay, and they take battle damage. I mean, if we get more Naturias, that's pretty cool. Okay, so Chaos Infinity. Change as many defense position monsters on the field as possible to face up attack position, then special summon one Mech Lord. So that's a Mech Lord card. Okay, so funny enough, this is the second take of this because I did not have my audio mixing well. It was basically like you couldn't hear me talk, like you couldn't hear my voice. So I mean, I'm saving it because it was funny, but we actually pulled this card and a trap card that mentioned if you have a fusion monster that mentions Cyber Dragon, you can negate the attack, send both that card to the graveyard. So hey, maybe we'll pull the other one too. Malefic Stardust. Must be special from the hand by banishing one Stardust from the extra deck. I mean, if we get it, sure. Let's start off with this one then. Well, there's a UR, a glossy one. Cannot be special summoned by another effect monster's effect. Unaffected by Venom Swamp. Gains 500 for each reptile monster in the graveyard. When this is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish one other reptile from your graveyard, special summon this card. This is a UR. That's, I mean, sure, that's cool. Face card fusion. I don't think I've even seen this one. Fusion summon one light warrior fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If you control Queen's Knight, King's Knight, or Jack's Knight, you can use one monster from your deck as fusion material. So we just need one of them, and then, I mean, it's also very specific to card art's cool there. And then Aaron, I'm not even going to pronounce that. If this card is in your graveyard, you can tribute 2 monsters, special summon this card. If your opponent adds cards to their hand, except the draw phase or damage step, you can send 1 random card from their hand to the graveyard. It's also another reptile card, which is also unique, but we're only getting, like, the level 8 and more. Interesting. So we'll keep going from there, though. So far, don't think anything there is going to be, staying unless we have like a reptile pile going on. Vanquish Soul. Okay. We need a Vanquish Soul, and then we negate the activation, and then destroy it. Okay. So we need a Vanquish Soul then. Dogmatica Encounter. Basically, a special summon or add to our hand a Dogmatica or Fallen of Albaz. Okay. Code Radicator. If a Cyberse monster you control would be used as link material for a Code Talker monster, this card in your hand can also be used as link material. So if we get like access code, and this is in our hand, like we can use, I don't know. There's plays there if we have enough of the Code Talkers, but I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off. It's confusing to me for some reason, but okay. I mean, it's a good card for the, I don't know if it's used for the deck, but we have it. Speedroid, banish up to 2 Speedroids in our graveyard. Target that many cards on the field, destroy them. Be good if we had Speedroids. And we have a Pearly. Yeah, Pearly. Yeah, this pretty much relies on the Pearly cards, but we all know how good that is. FA Hang On Match. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. So 1,200, unaffected by effects from an opponent's monster whose original level rank is lower than this card's level. This card is level 7 or higher. You can send your opponent's graveyard. Your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Okay. I mean, sure. And this set came out a couple days ago, I'm pretty sure, for the Super Heavy Samurais. I'm not sure if this is from that, but and I don't think it'd be generic, but we can take a look. Not looking like it. Basically, for its regular effect, if we have no spells or traps in the graveyard, we contribute 2 Super Heavy Samurai monsters and then draw that many cards, so draw 2. And then while we have spell and traps in our graveyard, the Pendulum Scale becomes 4 on this card. If a Super Heavy Samurai monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can activate its effect. You can make a second attack. I mean, even for the archetype, it's probably not the strongest, but I mean, we're probably going to have to play it anyway. Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. I've heard this, I believe. It's level 4, 1,800 attacks, so not bad. Once per turn, if you control no monsters, you place 1 Supreme King Gate Pendulum monster from your deck in your Pendulum Zone. Also, you cannot Pendulum summon monsters for the rest of this turn except dark monsters. We can add a Supreme King Gate. Basically, we need Supreme King Gate. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, they're cards. We're playing them. Well, you have no cards in your hand. Face up Infernity monsters you control gain 400 attack and defense. You can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard to send all cards from your hand to the graveyard. I mean, I don't think we would want that, but I mean, if we're playing like zombies or infirmities, sure. Another Super Heavy Samurai, so we're running a little pile here. Low scale for it. Cannot Pendulum summon monsters except Super Heavy Samurai monsters. This effect cannot be negated. Target 1 Super Heavy Samurai control increases level by 1. Okay. You could tribute this card by tributing one Super Heavy Samurai monster. Okay. I just noticed that. It's level 8, 1800 attack, 2800 defense. Does it attack and defense position? This card can attack. Yeah, so it attacks in defense position. One tribute if we have the other guy. So far, those two are the only ones that have caught my eye. Draco Senshin. Okay. Tribute Dragon type monster that has a level. Special summon from your deck one Worm type monster with the same level as the tributed monster's original level. And if we do, any monster destroyed by battle with that monster is shuffled into the deck instead of going to the graveyard, which can be pretty good. But I don't know if we're going to have a Worm and we're going to have a Dragon and they're going to be the same level. So, pretty specific there. Batteryman D, I remember this. So this can be the only attack target. High defense, that's probably one thing that's pretty good about that. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack directly. This is actually really good for us. That way we're able to stall out some stuff. Basically, this is the effect that we're probably going to be applying unless we get some more water monsters. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack directly. That is pretty good. And we got Speedroid. And if we get the Seeker Rare, that's a free rank 3 using this guy, but if we control a wind monster, free special summon. Okay. So I mean, if we already have a Speedroid card, I might need to double check and take a look at it, but so far, not too bad. If we have a wind monster, we can special summon it, so don't know if we've gotten any yet, but we'll keep on the lookout. If we take any battle or effect damage while this card is in the graveyard, you can place this card from your graveyard in your spell and trap zone as a continuous trap. During the main phase, if this card is treated as a continuous trap, you could tribute one. Okay, so we need more heroes, and then we'd be able to special summon this card if we had another one. Yeah, so we just need more heroes, but if it gets special summoned from the spell and trap, make one face-up monster in the field gain 800 attack. Okay. Sure. Gladiator Beast. You know, I've played Gladiator Beast, and I don't remember playing this guy. Cannot be special summoned by the effect of Gladiator Beast. Okay. So we have a 1 tribute, level 6, 2400 attack. So this is a solid tribute monster. Yeah, at least for now. I'm cool with that. And we're going to the next one. Melfi. Okay. If it's a tuner too. If a face-up beast monster you control is returned to the hand this turn, except Melfi, you can special summon this card from your hand. So that other card was a beast, so I guess that applies too for this. Immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon one synchro monster using this card you control and Melfi monsters in your hand. Okay, so we'd kind of need more Melfis to sort of make this playable to get synchro, but during the end phase, if this is in the graveyard, you could target a beast XYZ monster I control and attach it to the card. And I think there's a couple good beast XYZs, so maybe that's playable in the future. So you got a punk card. If your opponent activates or affects that targets a card or effect that targets your punk monster, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. Well, we don't really have punks, but something to keep an eye on. It's basically repeating itself. I don't know. Alright, next one. This is not bad, right? I mean, this is normal summon. You can add a Machina monster from your deck to your hand. I mean, if we get more Machinas, that would be pretty good. Anything to add cards to our hand, at least to thin out the deck, is probably a good thing. Once per turn, you can either target one machine monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. And then if it's equipped to something and destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. Okay, so if we have like a little machine pile, solid. Okay, so we have 4, I thought I was going to say a level 4, or rank 4, level 4 XYZs are usually good, but this is a 4 level 4s, so probably not going to be able to do anything with it, but hey, at least we have it. I mean, it doesn't even seem like that great for 4 level 4s, to be honest. Anyway, Gadget Arms. Select one Morphtronic spell or trap card in your graveyard, add it to the hand. Alright. Recardination. Flower Cardian. Okay. So there's a Flower Cardian monster. Discretion to the graveyard, Flower Cardian effect. Yeah. Flower Cardian specific. Dr. D. That me. Well, we do have. We got a Destiny Hero, right? Or was that spell and trap card? I'm pretty sure we did. So we could banish it from the graveyard, add to the hand or special one another Destiny Hero. So I mean, like, we'd need a third, even if we did not pull the other one, or we did pull the other one. Ooh, okay, okay. By banishing 5 or more cards from your hand, field, and/or extra deck face down. Gains 100 attack for each defense for each face down banish. Cannot be tributed nor used as material for fusion, synchro, XYZ. At the start of the damage of this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that opponent's monster face down. Okay, so it's the start of the damage step. I'm not sure. The damage step stuff, sometimes I don't understand well enough. But I do know that this is a good card in this little thing that we're doing. Because, I mean, most of the time we're not going to be using our extra deck, so basically just throw as much stuff in the extra deck. We're probably going to want to keep the stuff in our field and our hand, but, I mean, if there's anything there that's, you know, we're not using, then you might as well. But yeah, solid card, honestly. I'm happy with that one. Let's keep it going. Alright, continuing on, we got... Hey, Lord Trent has this card. Yeah, I know he has this guy, which sort of did the playtesting for me to pretty much know that this is at least decent. So that's solid. I know we're putting him in there. Spriggan's Call. Target Spriggans are fallen to Albaz in the graveyard. Supposed to summon it. Solid, but I don't think we're going to get either. Talking about a Spriggan's XYZ. I mean, cool. Did they going to be playing it? This might be solid for us. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated where you control a face-up non-effect monster, negate the activation. So we're probably going to be running some normal monsters near the beginning of this. And then if this set card is destroyed, special summon a non-effect from the extra deck. I mean, we might have a few of those. We could check. Or we might be able to get a few of those. A lot of reptiles. I feel like that's not even like a very popular archetype, but we're getting a good amount, and it's only like the high tribute ones. Summon card from your hand to the graveyard and select one face-up monster your opponent controls. The attack of the selected monster becomes 0, and it cannot change its battle position. I mean, sure. Second best tribute that we have next to the Gladiator Beast. Evil Swarm. Yeah, I'm not pronouncing that. Flip target face-up. Card your opponent controls. Return that target to the hand. You want to put it in defense anyway. It's dark. I mean, yeah, playing that for sure. Scrap Hunter. Select the scrap monster you control, accept this card, destroy it. Send one tuner monster from your deck to the graveyard. Yeah, probably not running that. We got another extra deck monster. One earth tuner, one non-earth tuner. Level 9. I mean, if we can summon this out, does this count as a normal monster? If the second card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can special summon one non-effect monster from your extra deck. This doesn't have an effect, right? Yeah. I mean, if we could summon this, that'd be pretty fun. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. I'm cool with that. So I might run this with this, just even those two alone. So we got a Bujin Secret Rare. So if a Bujin monster in our graveyard to face up on the field is banished, basically a Bujin is banished. Special summon from the hand in defense. During the phase, if a Bujin card was added from your deck to your hand this turn, except by drawing it while you control this card, you can draw another card and then discard a card. I mean, sure, level 4, decent stats, probably just playing it anyway, but I mean, maybe it's good for the archetype, but the effect alone just seems like to me. We have the ritual for Paladin of White Dragon. Okay. Ghost Trick. Monsters cannot attack face-down defense position monsters, but can attack directly if all monsters their opponent controls are face-down defense position. I mean, sort of counterintuitive. This probably only sort of works for the Ghost Trick archetype, but yeah, I mean, probably not gonna work out too well for us. We got Tribrigade, 1900. That's solid already. We sort of know what they all do a little bit. Link climb from the graveyard, look for more Tribrigades. Just him alone though is pretty solid. Another punk card. If your punk monster battles an opponent's monster, you can destroy that opponent's monster. Yeah. So we need more punks to do that, but we got 2 already in the vault for that. Level 7, it's a Therion. It's a machine. It's a warrior? Really? Wouldn't this one be? It's whatever. Target a Therion monster, 1 warrior monster in the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. If you do, equip that monster this card. Okay. I mean, so warriors are more prevalent in our deck, or should be. They're like one of the most common in the entire game, if not the most. This basically is a special summon if you have a warrior in the graveyard. A Therion monster equipped with this card. I mean, we're not going to have another Therion, but yeah, free special summon if you have a warrior. Solid. If all the monsters in your graveyard are beast monsters, you could tribute this card, special summon 1 beast monster from your hand or graveyard. That's terrible, right? And it can't even attack. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the worst card we've seen, if I had to guess. The Ghost Trick. I mean, it's archetype specific, but I mean, even in an archetype, I don't really know how that's going to be too good for you. We got a Fabled card. Chihuahua. So it's like a Chihuahua. During your main phase, you can activate this effect. Discard 1 Fable monster. If you do, special summon this card from your hand. I mean, okay. We don't have any others, but cool. Keep in the vault. Monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each card you control. If your Ignister monster battles your opponents. So this is generic. They just lose 100, which I mean is better than nothing for us right now. So, I mean, that's solid at least. Alright, next one. We're getting close to being done here with this. And we get a Noble Knight. If you control a light normal monster, says to be a normal monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. Honestly, not very good, but the fact that it's 1900, level 4, I'm cool with that. Fire Formation Tensen. Target a Beast Warrior type monster you control, gain 700 attack until the end of the turn. I think we might have a few Beast Warriors, so this might be a usable one. The attack remains even if this card leaves the field. All Beast Warrior type monsters you control gain 300. Okay, so the monster gets 700 plus this effect over here, so I'm guessing it's 1,000. The rest of them, if there's any more Beast Warriors, get 300. So, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's probably usable, I had to guess. Well, we have another Destiny Hero card, so maybe we run that small Destiny Hero engine? I don't know. Normal summon, place 1 clock counter on each clock tower prison. When this card is destroyed by battle, sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 spell trap you control, destroy that target. I control? I mean, not really looking to do that, but sure. Crystal Beast. Yeah, specifically Crystal Beast. So summon 1 special summon, 1 Mermail. Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah, not really much going on there. Metal Foes Fusion. Okay. So if you have more Metal Foes, you can fusion. Geragado. This guy looks kind of funny. During the battle step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, gain 1,000 life points. That's cool. Yeah, free special summon, 1,700 attack. Cool. I'm cool with that. You could tribute this card, then target 1 face-up monster you control. It gains 1,000. This is really good, actually. For us right now. I mean, overall, not sure, but solid for us right now. We have a pretty good level 4s coming out of here so far. And then we got an Amazement Ambassador Buffo or Bufo. Add an Attraction Trap. Yeah, so we need some of the Attraction Traps. Oh, I almost clicked that. I have a tendency to click that. Okay, on to the next one here. We have Prophecy Destroyer. Another level 6, 2,500. It's our little Summon Skull. I think it is. That has to be. Those are the same stats as Summon Skull, I'm pretty sure. This card's in your graveyard. Banish 3 spellbooks, spell cards from your graveyard. Special summon from the graveyard. We're not really going to have any other spellbooks, but just being a level 6. We have good tribute cards, I guess, like level 6 that are like 2,500 and so forth. So nice to add that to the collection. Mutant. So we add a mutant or special summon it. Yeah, so we're gonna need mutants for that. Level 8 Cataclysmic Crested Calcifida. I don't know. If a face-up Earth monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can send one monster from your deck to the graveyard. I mean, sure. It's not really better stats than, like, you know, some of the tribute cards we had, because it's only like 100 more than just that last card we saw. But this is if it's a face-up Earth monster is destroyed. We can check and see how much Earth we have. But it's okay, I guess. I mean, it's a special summon if one's destroyed, so why not? We need an elemental hero in the graveyard. Yeah, don't think that's going to work out. Good defense. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special summon one normal monster from your hand or graveyard. Hey, we'll take that. I mean, we need more normal monsters to be honest, but I think that's what the legacy tickets are for. I mean, if we ever get into rituals, this card's pretty good. A lot of like ritual decks have sort of dropped this little support system they have with like the incantations or incantations. But it's still, you know, is at least solid if you're running a little ritual build, but I really doubt we're going to be doing that. And we actually got an Infernity. If you have no cards in your hand, monsters your opponent controls lose 800 attack. Well, you have no cards in your hand and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So the only issue is that for us to be, you know, not having any cards in our hand, basically, like, we're going to be stuck with tribute cards, we're going to be stuck with monsters we can't summon because we're basically just dropping a monster on board, not really having any real plays, and then we're going to be stuck with, like, something in our hand. It's going to be tough not to. We have that one Infernity card that I guess can, you know, get rid of our hand, but is it really worth it sort of thing? Sure, they lose 800 attack, but, yeah, I mean, you could special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. I mean, okay, if it's in the graveyard. Oh, this effect, and it's in the graveyard or your hand. Okay. Special summon, they lose 800. Anything 2000 is going to get clashed or die. Chaos Mirage Dragon. Will we have a worm? Do we have a level 4 dragon? I'm going to banish Lighter Dark Monster. Special summon it to your field, but negate its effects. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except Light or Dark Synchros. It's alright. I mean, we're going to end up playing it anyway, so cool. Might be able to get a little Chaos Engine going. I'm not sure. I might need to double check and make sure the volume's not too loud on... because it sounds loud on my headphones. I really hope it hasn't been that way the entire time, but we'll see. I just skipped these two. We don't really have two Crystron monsters, but this, on the other hand, this used to be one of the most busted cards of like all time, to the point where it got banned, and I don't even know how many times it's been errated. This basically is just like the face of the ban list, this card, but obviously it's been eroded in this game, but back in the day this would just be just devastating. It's only two monsters, a light and the dark, so if we play... I mean, we have a lot of good big monsters so far, surprisingly. This is another... Can we get this card, the Clock Tower Prison? Because we have the Destiny cards that are telling us about this. We got a Mech Knight. Okay, that's cool. Let's see here. 2,600 defense, 2,300 attack. Free special summon if a opponent has two or more cards in a column. You can only special summon Mech Knight Moon once per turn this way. You can banish one Mech Knight monster from your graveyard, and target one face-up monster in this card's column, destroy it. Okay, so it's basically just a special summon, but it's a pretty good one, so we're going to keep that regardless. We have a Glacial Beast, Polar Penguin. So already off the bat saying it has to be special summoned. You could target one monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Don't think we're going to be able to special summon this, but it's in the back pocket again. This second effect maybe. Sort of battle and card effect, you can target one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. That one actually might be pretty usable, so good effect on that. Another big boy. We're getting a lot of these. And it's a worm, level 5. So maybe that other card, they just said give him dragon and worms, but we're seeing the worms now. You can special summon one Yang Zing monster from your deck. Probably not going to happen. Once per turn during the opponent's battle phase, immediately after this fight resolves, synchro summon one synchro monster using Yang Zing monsters you control. Okay, so we need Yang Zings, but yeah, basically we might be able to summon this out with the other card, I think. Rocket card. You can special summon this card from your hand to a zone of Dark Link monster points to. Plus it's just 1700 dark. And then with the Chaos Dragon now, I think as much dark and light is good, pretty much. Okay. See a little dragon worm, light dark engine going there. Another UA. I actually had this card in my last one as well. But we need UA as a special summon it. But I just liked it, the fact that it had good stats. And then that one high level monster I said talked about Earth. There's an Earth for us. So yeah. And then I almost clicked that button again. Whoa. Okay. We'll start here. Another Crystal Beast card. We have 2 Crystal Beast spells or traps, but no monsters so far. So I played DDDs. I know this guy. He can go to the pendulum scale. He starts at 10, starts going down. Basically adds he's like the searcher for the DDDs. Don't have any of those, so. If you control a Spiral Super Agent, and target one of your opponent controls, place on top of the deck. Okay, we don't have him, but cool. A Glossy Saber Reflection. When you take... Oh, it's saying X-Saber. Yeah. This would have been good. I was reading it and then I got sad because it says X-Saber. Oh well. I mean, unless we get X-Saber. So this card's pretty good. But we need Orcus to make this really, really good. Level 4, good stats. Solid. Angel 07. If this card is tribute summoned, it gains this effect. Neither player can activate monster effects. Okay, honestly, I don't ever see how we're gonna be able to summon this, but that effect, like, alone, is just crazy. Like, this thing is gonna be a solid option for us. And then here, to level 4, it has to be water. Of course it does. I mean, I'll check and see how many waters we have, but basically just drops their attack until the end of the turn. Okay, so it's destroyed by battle or card effects in the graveyard. You could target one other monster in the graveyard, special summon it. That's pretty solid in itself, I guess. And then our last one. Okay, so Sun tells me we need to start getting water cards. I don't know. At least our extra deck is telling us that. Okay, well, so so we basically got all of these cards. I'll kind of just go over it slowly, and then we're gonna get to deck building. But after I get done with the deck and you see anything here that you're like, hey, doo-doo, you can't, it's not gonna work that way, or you should use this, then just let me know. But I'm gonna go ahead and check and make sure we have 40 playable cards in the deck. We probably do, unfortunately. Um, but I'll just go back to the deck building screen and then meet you then. Alright, so we're back at the deck. I'm going to go over some changes with it. We're just going to call it the Master Duel Masochist. Day 1, and I'll just keep it updated as we keep on going. So, kind of went through a lot of the cards. A lot of them are just borderline pretty bad. So I'll just go over what we have in here. So, high defense. I'm just going to go card by card while we're keeping it, pretty much. This one is generic in the fact that we can get rid of 5, but banish 5 or more. It gains like 500 attack, but honestly the part that matters is during the start of the battle phase, banish face down, which is a great, form of removal. A monster that attacks, as long as this isn't negated or it doesn't negate the attack or it's unaffected or whatever. This I'm going to keep in here just to maybe scare off opponents if I summon it. They have like, I don't know, an imperm or something. It'll give a little Q for them. They see me summon this and then boom, they get a little Q. They might scoop just from seeing that. This one, Earth Monster, 1600 attack. All the Earth monsters are sort of brought in here for this guy, which is not technically not our biggest body, but he is a big body, a free special summon if one of our Earth monsters gets destroyed. So next up we have the Speedroid Taki Tomborg. This is good with that other Speedroid card. We don't have it, but we do have FA Hang On Match or Mac Match, not sure. But those are pretty much the main win monsters we're running in this deck. This has 1800 attack or defense, and we might be able to special summon this out with it. Not really going to be able to go into anything, but more bodies is still pretty good. This one had a decent effect where, not the special summon effect, but if this card in the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one of your opponent's. Target a card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. That's pretty much what we're looking out for in this one, and it's glossy. So we have a very, very small Infernity package with this card and this card. That is pretty much all we are playing it for. Earth Monster, 1600, that's pretty much it. This card is pretty cool. It's a free special summon during the battle step, and then quick effect, you can tribute this card, target a monster we have, it gains 1000. So pretty good for protecting what we need, or want to protect. Machine Gear Frame, this is equipable to machine cards. Winged Beast, flip effect, target one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Small removal, I guess. It's a target, but 1850 defense, not bad. 1900 attack, light monster. We're going to be paying attention to light and darks in here so we can get out our boy Chaos Emperor. And then we have a Bujin card, another light, 1900 defense, 1600 attack. Solid stats. We think we need normal monsters for this to sort of work. Same goes for Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi, but 2100 defense is still pretty solid. We already went over that one. we sort of talked about this a little earlier. Not really going to be doing much for us, but it is a water monster. And as you guys saw from the polls, we got this one, just 2+ water monster. So as long as we have 2 water monsters, we can get this thing out. It's pretty Marine Cess oriented. We're probably not going to be ending up going into that, but we do have a little bit of a water theming going on with some of our support cards. But next up we have Orcust Harporer, which is 1700 attack, 1400 defense, Dark Monster, solid, Fractal, 1900 attack, Beast Warrior, and then we have this card for the Beast Warrior cards. So if we saw Beast Warrior earlier, that's why it's in there for there too. Warrior Monster, all the warriors are starting to be tagging along for this guy right here. To get him out. And then this one was the one we talked about earlier, being in another Masochist channel. We have a small trap package. It's only 4, but so we have all 3 in there. And we're actually staying in the game for that long. We might even be able to draw 2 cards and discard 1, which is like a +1, but like a good +1. We need a Dark Link monster to special summon this, but regardless, 1700 attack Dark Monster, 1600 attack Light Monster, and we could target a banished light or dark and special summon it. But we negate its effects for the rest of the turn, which is fine. That we're just building a little bit of a board presence. And then we get into our tribute monsters. Most of these are going to be level 6, also to deal with like our pendulum scales, because we have pendulum scale 10, 8, 5, and 1. There's a little bit of what we can work with. Those are all our pendulum monsters, pretty much. But yeah, pretty much for... But this one can't be special summon, but good tribute card at least. And then same goes for this guy, but it's a dark one. Light monster. This is probably our best tribute card. We need a tribute too, but if we summon it, neither player can activate monster effects. We are not really going to be activating monster effects like that, so it might be pretty good for us. This is one of our best special summons. If we have 2 or more cards in the same column, special summon that. And not really much we could do after that, but special summon regardless. So this is going to be our little warrior package card. We target a warrior monster in our graveyard, special summon this card from our hand, and equip that card to it. So it's not like crazy stats, but it's technically a special summon if we have a warrior monster in the graveyard, which we might. And then this is probably... Is this our best card? Next to like Level Eater, probably. Is it called Level Eater? Eater of Millions, my bad. So this is probably our best card. Banish a light, dark, pay 1,000. Everybody sends their hands to the graveyard, which I guess sort of works with the Infernity package we have. And then inflict 300 to our opponent for each card sent to the graveyard. But basically getting rid of the hands. This is if they don't already have like a board presence, you know, on the field, and they're sort of just stocking up cards in their hand. But regardless, still pretty good. And then the field, I guess, too, if they don't negate it. This is to get a special summon out of our Earth monsters. This is our high scale, but it goes down over time. The Super Heavy Samurais kind of work with each other. Not really. They're both like some of the worst ones from it, if I'm not mistaken. Just reading them, they didn't seem like they were too good, but if I'm wrong, just let me know. But this one, scale 8, it's also Earth, which is cool. I believe this one's also Earth. This one has 2,800 defense, and we can attack in defense, which is pretty nice. So we can avoid that lightning storm. Another pendulum scale, 1,800, dark monster, dragon, cool. So since we have one Speedroid monster, I guess we play this, because say we have the Speedroid in the graveyard already, we play this, banish up to 2 Speedroid monsters, so I'm saying it's just, we can do 1, so say we get rid of 1, pop a card on the field. I guess it's really bad removal, but it's removal. And then, I guess for playing this, it doesn't really do anything, because If we set our cards face down, they basically just attack us directly. It's if we want to like save cards, I guess there's certain situations where this would be like useful, but honestly, they'll probably just gonna end up OTKing us with this card, which is, probably not for the best. This is part of the Infernity package we're talking about. So this card, if we have a non-effect monster on the field, we don't have any right now because we didn't open up any. But usually the legacy tickets do get you those. Say we, or say we have one of those on the field, we can flip this face up, and then we can negate an effect, right? Yeah, negate an effect. But if this card is set and it's destroyed by opponent's card effect, we can special summon a non-effect monster from our extra deck, which we do have one, and it's this one, which is 3,000 attack. That's like, I say that's like a pretty cool little combo there. It should work, I hope so. This is like one of our little floodgate cards. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack. It's also linked to like some waters. We only have this one, really. This is sort of beef up our beast warriors. Get us a little bit of attack advantage. This one, our opponent lose 100 attack for each card we control. So like say we are setting a bunch of stuff in the back. We have 3 monsters, 5 plus 8. So they're going down by 800. And we have out this guy, 800 plus this. If they have a monster that's 2,400, we can crash it. Stuff like that. And then this does nothing for us. This is never going to come up. This may come up at some point, but not anytime soon. And then this one, pretty specific to Marine Cess, but it's cool we got a UR, and it looks cool. I feel like my girlfriend would like that card. But we're going to just save this, and then we're going to go get started on our duels. So let's get into the duels now. Yep. Starting off with Rookie 2. Okay. Yep, MDM, day 1. Okay, so we're probably going to want to go second. I feel like it'd be better to go second. Oh, Lord. Okay, so Homie is running some Dinomorphia sleeves. I think there's like a chance we get OTK'd here. I don't know why we're going against this as our first opponent, but I've made multiple accounts before. It's usually like this down here. The smurfing is pretty hardcore down here. Sometimes I don't know what they're doing, but honestly, a good amount of the time they know the basics. Well, maybe not this guy. I don't know. I don't even use this in my Dino deck, so I might need to read that again. Interesting. Well, we have both of our pendulum summons out. Not gonna be able to really... These aren't tuners either. I would want to summon this. Maybe we can use some of this as like tribute fodder to get this out. It's only 1,600. Does it have to be destroyed by card effect? Yeah, so it has to be destroyed by card effect. These effects, I don't think any of these effects really matter unless it's these two. I mean, we could just set these in the P scales, and then that way we can get a pendulum summon, I guess, for tribute fodder later. So, I mean, if he thinks we're playing Super Samurai, maybe we can... Oh, what did we do wrong? Because it only pendulum summons Super Heavy Samurais. Turns, is this... You can ask pendulum summon monsters. Well, thanks. Alright, good for reading on my part. Well, so that's there forever. I think we just go... Doesn't really matter. It's probably better to get some lights and darks in the gray just in case we pull something. We're lowered in attack because of Lost World. I think we're just going to attack. I mean, that's probably really it. This was the dumb play on my part, honestly. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I wasn't. I have to get rid of everything except the token. Or I guess not, because of the field spell. Probably should have kept this guy. I was stupid. I thought I had to keep everything. Forgot about this guy's card. Oopsie. I don't think we're winning this anyway, though. I really don't think it matters. We're going against Dino. Free win for you? I mean, sure. Don't think that's how it's going to go. You're not really entirely playing like it either, dude. Well, we're just going to have to wait and see what he does then. That sucks. I don't know why I didn't choose the monster. Maybe it's for the better. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. I haven't really seen any other like engine cards for this guy. You gotta be kidding me. You're kidding me, right? I mean, if it wasn't like rookie tier and I wouldn't, you know, wasn't really like caring a whole lot, I probably would just scoop here because there's no coming back from this. Just like none. This is a free pop, by the way. 2600 attack, free special summon. He can't get over him because of Lost World. But he popped a baby. Maybe he just zone locks us out and then he just gets the big dinosaur out and then he just OTKs us like that, right? Right? Yeah. I feel like that's probably what he's gonna do. I love the dinosaur cards. I don't really use Lost World a whole lot, but I know it's probably better to use it with it. It's another good card. Does this generate more tokens? Okay, so it destroys it. Is it just once per turn then? It's not destroyed? I mean, is it really worth watching? Because why would you pop that? I mean, you could get another one, sure. I guess that's fine. Oh, I forgot. Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. He's gonna get him out. No, he's not. I like how I say I play this deck and I'm just like baffled by what he's doing and not knowing what's going on. I don't run Pankratops. I run these guys. I mean, that's cool. Sure. Okay. I mean, I don't think I would have summoned that. I know it's one of the newer dinosaur cards, but still sort of whatever. Alright. Doesn't matter. Maybe we'll save the Earth till last minute just in case we get the other guy if he's in our hand. Let's just set. He's not going to get over it with Oviraptor, so we might... If he attacks with this first, that might be a good thing. But other than that, gonna have to pass. I don't think we have another low scale other than the one that we lost. But this is the one that says it has a specific pendulum summoning conditions, so... Well, it doesn't matter. Lost World. So we're just gonna get beat down and lose. It sucks too, you know, because I feel like the time before this where my audio is messed up, it's probably still messed up. I had such better cards than this, but honestly, it's really about, you know, it's what it's called, the Masochist challenge, so we're just gonna have to take it. I mean, I feel like I'm just gonna attack into his... Should I try? Like, I mean, like, really? I I don't even really want to prolong this more than I have to. I really just want to summon this and attack because there's not really a whole lot to do, but I mean, just for the sake of just like, yeah, I'll stall it, I guess. I don't really want to. If it was my choice, I sort of would have. I mean, it is my choice, but like, I don't want to prolong this longer than it has to be. There's no. I don't even think even what like Chaos or Chaos Emperor Dragon we'd have to draw, and we only have one water because everything else is banished. I think we have our other Chaos card. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Or wait, if he doesn't kill us this turn, and we find a way, like we draw like a, he gets so low, like, okay, maybe this is interesting. I don't think we're living. Like, I don't think we're living past this turn, but this would be very interesting if we live this turn. Like, we have anything to get over Oviraptor. I mean, but also, I mean, I thought it was his turn. That was just one trap card that had that whole interaction. Yeah, we're losing because he's gonna draw another card. But all right, I was gonna say, like, if he kept popping off, because usually they end off on. Is it just him? I think it's her and like another like Dynamorphia card, but I don't know how those plays work. He could go into the XYZ4 dinosaur card. That's pretty good. Or it's like a dragon, but it's like good with dinosaur. I don't know. It's good. I think he's just flexing on us now, which is very, very cool. Thank you for the free win, my slime. I appreciate you. Okay, well, they got it back anyway. This would be good if we had like Magic Cylinder or something. I don't know if he has negates on here. But we might have won if we had like Magic Cylinder. And we're off to a hot start, everyone. Let's go ahead and just get into the next one. Because we don't got any packs or anything. Might as well. Max C, solid choice. I mean, he played the solo. He has the feel for it. Playing Fire Kings? Or is this a Masochist? It's pretty solid if it's a Masochist. Okay. Let's look at what we got here. So this can special summon itself from the battle phase, give something 1000 attack, inflicts battle damage to an opponent. I mean, we'd have to get something like crazy out, right? This makes it so we can't even go into anything because of this effect. So, sort of stuck. None of these really do anything for us. This guy's okay. If we had a normal monster, this guy'd be okay if we had a normal monster. I mean, unless he destroys this, might as well set that. And then set... I want to set something probably with like the weakest attack. I just don't want... This is 2100. I don't want to set that just to get it, like, get screwed. I also realized put this in Pendulum Zone. It doesn't really matter anyway. We're probably just going to set this because it's our weakest monster. Can't do anything with it. And then we're going to end turn. Maybe he beat the solo. And then decided to go onto the ladder. Because I don't think it puts you back down to rookie rank, right? If you haven't played in a while. These are like your first 2 duels sort of thing. I don't know, I'm not sure. So, buddy. Yeah, we're just gonna wait on him. Maybe he thinks we have a trap or something. he pops it, and then we get our other 3,000 attack. What's crazy is even if we get this out, it's not going to be able to out this. And that's crazy, because I feel like this is like one of our best ways of like actually winning a game. That's tough. Oh, it's a Gene Raider card. Oh, okay. Setting one, attack. Maybe he thinks I'm playing... Okay. Play it safe then. Can this attack? It can. You're overthinking, buddy. We found an out because of it. We're gonna set another. Maybe he thinks we're stalling now. Which is... I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We get a dark. 2 darks. Do we have any lights? We have our earth. A couple of earths. So it just depends on what we draw. We'll keep drawing the super heavy samurais. Especially this one. I mean, we could tribute if he doesn't kill it, but then again, like, it doesn't really matter because this is too much attack anyway. We need him to attack with one of those into this, and then return this to the hand. Yeah, that's probably our only saving grace, but we actually drew a decent card, which is nice, unless he has the Regeki or, you know, whatever he might have. He might be a Masochist, but he has a max C, so... Speak of the devil. That sucks. Okay, well, 3,100 to the face. Unless he's afraid of this. Do I social summon this? I kind of want to save it for when we are maybe able to do something. No, definitely not. As our like last resource, we might in the future, but if we're able to avoid it, probably should. This is rough. This is a rough situation. This is probably what it's like to go against, what, like Blue Eyes or something. I know we're gonna see a lot of those upcoming here. This guy's probably really confused by what we are doing. Okay, that does nothing. So, we just set one in defense. We're not gonna draw the earth, right? I don't think so. We'll set it, and then we'll end. I want to see like our Mech Knight, and then we activate this card. Like that would be like, if we draw the Mech Knight, maybe, sort of thing. And then we set this card here, so in the Mech Knight, activate this during the battle step, gain 1,000. Should be like 3,200 or something like that, and get over it that way. That's, or like the Earth Monster, which is why I sort of saved this. Maybe I should have set this. Dang it, man, I don't know. He's gonna just hit us again with 3,100. All I know is I need to keep this as long as I can to get an out for this thing. What is this? Is this another Gene Raider? Yeah, so it is. So he's playing Gene Raiders, not a Masochist deck. I don't know if they play this, but maybe they do. Luckily, he attacked us with this one. This has an effect to destroy a card when a card's destroyed. You control. Okay. Oh, God. Never mind. We lose. Jeez. Okay. I mean, yeah, we pretty much lost. I mean, we could set this whenever, you know, we get there, but is it really gonna do much? Probably not. He has interaction apparently. Because usually, what does he want? He wants boss stage, right? He's running a 42, 45 card deck. Fair enough. Still, obviously going to be more consistent than ours. I don't know what he's stalling with here. Like, what he thinks I have. It's not a bot because I feel like it's a lot of customization for a bot, but they're really overthinking the attacks or whatever I have here. Like, I just read this. You have to inflict battle damage to your opponent to get a special summon normal monster from the hand or graveyard. Which I don't ever think we're going to be in the position to where that's going to be a good card, so 2100's good enough for now. Can you just please kill me, sir? So his monsters lose the attack boost during his turn, which might be good if we summon a monster and attack. Like, and we, like say the Mech Knight, we activate this, he attacks it, we activate that. Something like that might be a good idea. Please attack with this. Ah, God. Well, I mean, it's gonna prevent him to be able to attack with this afterwards. Might as well, right? He can't switch targets, right? I mean, let's just find out. It doesn't matter anyway. Put it right here and attack. Can he change? He's gonna change. He's gonna change. Oh God. I have to wait for declaration. Was that not declaration or whatever, bro? Attack it. I don't care. You're not gonna be able to get over this anyway. That's fine. Go ahead and attack with that now. I guess either way, I guess that was a better play because we have one card. Okay. Oh, I guess that's the way we can inflict battle damage. I forgot. Okay. So we might be able to surprise a couple people with that effect. Like, I don't even know what normal monster we'd have in the graveyard, but if we're able to get one, not bad. I feel like even if we had a normal monster in the graveyard, this would still be too late. Or, like, too slow of a card to really be good. I'm more so just relying on that 2100. Yeah, that's not going to do anything for us either. We're drawing a lot of the same cards. I don't even remember what this had. Is it 1500? Maybe he just attacks this and can't attack with that again. Keep a body on board. We're going to lose life, but honestly it's fine. I don't even know what interaction he has either. And then he's going to take a minute. He's going to take a minute to think about this real quick. He's got a lot of options. And it's a threatening board. He's got to really think about how to break this down. Our only out was this thing right here, and of course, Rigeki. I guess this is 1900, so like he's gonna be able to destroy them even slower. So one of these will stay also again. Cool. All right. We're on turn 12. This should not be taking this long. I can see where like other masochists would be like frustrated or annoyed because they could tell, like, I guess like down here, you know, your opponents are maybe not the most, you know, seasoned players, and like the masochists might be. I don't think I am, to be honest. I think I'm just like okay, just like I'd say like middle of the road maybe, if that. And this is a great game for like introducing like new players. So I could see like the frustration if like they run into like one of those newer players, they're making, you know, they're making mistakes or whatever, and they end up losing because their deck's just, you know, that's not going to compete with a more. I wouldn't even say this is meta. This is probably worse than the last deck we played. That's probably why it's taken 13 turns. I mean, these last two players, I mean, they weren't really like bad. Fair enough. Okay, so we're just gonna set this, right? Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I mean, we could P-scale, or we could set both these. Yeah, let's just P-scale that, in case we get a Mech Knight. You got an interaction. What can I interact? I don't know. And then we'll set that just to get the two columns going, just in case we ever really do. Um, and then I guess I'll set up one on our side just in case. Let's just lay everything out and end it there. I mean, he's going to wipe out both monsters, because obviously this one's showing. He's going to attack with the big guy with this one. This one isn't going to hold its own. Wait, hold up. You could tribute up to 2 super damage. Okay. No, that's just a draw cards. I was going to say, if this can count for 2 tributes, then I'm stupid. Wait, I am stupid. This is. If I control 1 Super Heavy Samurai. Right? Wasn't there one that said that? You could tribute someone this card by tributing 1 super. Oh my god, I'm stupid. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. This guy's still gonna. It doesn't even count as a special summon. I'm guessing either too, because it's a tribute summon. This was never gonna stay on the field anyway. I don't think it was ever gonna happen, but I mean, well, he's going to other plays, so get that third monster on the field and attack for game. Whoa there. If I remember, she is pretty good. I like the artwork for these cards. I feel like I'm gonna have to like cut this video into like multiple parts because of this guy. I don't know. I feel like on the interaction on their side, very slow. I don't know. I'm putting stuff out. I feel like relatively fast, but that's just me. This guy loves to take his time. I don't know what his timer's at, but mine's barely made a dent. I think he's pretty comfortable over there. I think he knows he's got this win. I mean, now if we get that trap card that only makes only level 4's attack, we could stall it, and maybe through that we'll be able to get him on time, because he does take a sec. Should we end off when we get a win? I don't think we're going to be able to get a win, but basically, I don't want the video to go on for too long. The average is probably like an hour to 2 hours for these sort of videos. I think we're going to call it here. I'm going to keep recording from here, and then we'll just, I'll have another video ready out faster that way. Just because, we opened our 10 packs. We got the 2 duels. We got to test out the deck a little bit. Not liking it. I want to make some changes, but we can't really do that till we win a game. So hopefully we'll in the next one, guys. I appreciate you watching, and you guys have a great rest of your day.